Well, thank you. As I said, my name is Rick Allen, co-founder and CEO of Paperstac. And today, I want to take you guys on a journey. And it's a journey looking at two words that have shaped my life. And those words are what if. Growing up, I was always a bit of a dreamer, wondering if I could make the world a better place. What if I could change the way things were done? And these words have shaped my life. Now, there's two kinds of what ifs out there. There's the what if of looking at the past, right? The what if of looking backwards, self-reflection, looking at where we've come, asking questions like, what if I would have tried harder? What if I would have turned left instead of right? What if my life would have taken a different path? I'm going to share a story with you. It was around June, July of 2011. I was buying and selling foreclosures. And I'd made contact with a small community bank and asked them if they had any foreclosures they wanted to sell. Well, they didn't, but they said, I've got some notes to buy. And so they gave me the first note, and I passed on it because it was a note on a hotel, a Motel 6 in Micanopy, Florida. And I didn't like Micanopy, and I wasn't into the hotel business. So the next note they gave me was a big piece of vacant land in Windermere, Florida, which is perfect because that's my backyard. And I don't know if you know anything about Windermere, Florida. It's where the professional athletes, a lot of them live in Central Florida. So the deal was, it was about $4 million in unpaid principal balance. The note was in default, and I offered them $600,000. I kind of threw out a number I thought they would never take. Big problem, they took it. I didn't have $600,000, and I didn't have an investor lined up to do the deal. So I did what any entrepreneur does, is I went and I talked to somebody who I'd done some business with in the past. And the problem was we had done a bunch of fix and flips together, and I had put together a construction crew that did the work and managed the deal, and he brought the capital in. Well, soon he started getting his own deals, but he was using my construction crew, and I wasn't in it. And so that left a bad taste in my mouth. So I didn't do the deal because I was worried about getting burned again. And that piece of vacant land is no longer vacant. Windermere High School sits on it now. And I come to find out that at the foreclosure auction, the Orange County Public Schools came in and bought the property for about $4 million. So I call that's my first 2-comma mistake. I missed out on a couple commas there in the bank account. And I look back on it and I say, well, what did I learn from that? And it made me who I am today, and it affects how I invest in the future. And that's really the second kind of what if, isn't it? You ask questions about the status quo, about challenging it, about what if I could make this process better? What if I could change an industry? What if we made this entire process just better? I've been in this industry for 18 years. I started originating private finance or hard money financing in 2005. And there's one thing I can tell you without a doubt, is that this industry has gone through some huge technological advances over the past 20 or 30 years. And I think to really appreciate where we are today, and certainly to marvel at what the future holds, we have to take a walk into the past. So if you talk to anybody who's been investing in notes, say for 20 or 30 years, you talk to Bob or Eddie or Charles or Fred Rui, they're gonna tell you stories about it being so manually intensive, about going and fax machines singing all night long as people are faxing over collateral files, about being on the phone, constantly collecting data, trying to manually enter it there. If you wanted to review a chain of assignments, what do you think you did? Well, you walked to the courthouse or you drove to the courthouse and you pored over these recorded documents to try to get an idea of what was going on in the chain of assignments on assets. If you wanted a value on real estate, you said, well, what's the asset worth? You had to call a real estate agent, and then they had to go look at the MLS. Well, the MLS then was a printed off book like this, and they had to thumb through actives, pendings, and solds. It's all paper, manual intensive. I hear that they walked up and down the road, uphill in the snow all the time, trying to figure out how things were done. If you wanted to find inventory, you had to put out classified ads. I'll buy your note. Right? That's how it was. It was mandatory that you had headquarters. You had to have a physical place where everybody could come because it was so labor intensive, they needed a place to work. If you fast forward to today, the note industry is wildly different. It's almost unrecognizable to what it was at that point in time, right? You have platforms like Paperstac or Notes Direct where it joins buyers and sellers together. You can come right there. If I want to share a file with somebody, I scan it, I email it. I use services like Dropbox or ShareFile. I can share hundreds of collateral files with a tiny little link that I can email it to you, or I can text it to you. If I want to look at the chain of assignments, what do? Well, I go right online. I can log on to the county website and see the chain of assignments. You want a value on a piece of real estate? Give me 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 comps. I'll use Realtor.com, Zillow, PropStream. All this stuff is readily available right at our hands. If you want to market for assets, how do you do it? Well, you can use PPC, you can use Google Ads, Facebook, all these complex digital marketing tactics that people are using right now. The industry has changed. Maybe the biggest change in the industry is the ability to sign electronic documents right online with somebody like DocuSign, or to notarize a document online in a video chat using somebody like Proof. Well, it cuts the tether. You no longer need to have headquarters. You can do this business anywhere in the world as long as you have internet and a computer. And the change, it hasn't happened overnight, but it did happen. And the reason it happened is because people constantly ask the question of, what if? What if? What are the possibilities? And that's what we do at Paperstac. We're constantly asking those questions of what if? What if we can make this process better? What if we can make this process faster? What if we could add efficiency through technology? What if we can change an industry? We use words like automate, streamline, simplify to redefine this industry. So you can do it all online. Before we wrap up our journey of what ifs, I want to explore what the future holds for Paperstac, and really what I feel like the future holds for the note industry. I want you to imagine a world where you're going to go send a message to your counterparty, and with the click of a button, you can improve the writing on that message to make your thoughts more clear. You can improve the grammar. You can lengthen the message. You could shorten the message. You could adjust the tone. You can make it more business-like, or you can make it more conversational, all with the click of a button. Imagine a world where you've just sold an asset and it's time to draft the assignment. You no longer have to send that off to somebody to do, a third party. You no longer have to peck at a computer and enter in the legal description or the book or the page. You simply drag and drop a file onto a platform. It extracts, you drag and drop your previous assignment. It extracts the data and it puts it in the proper spot, and it drafts your assignments on the fly in real time. Guys, that's available right now, today on Paperstac. You can do that. And our pursuit of innovation has led us to where we are today, and I'm really excited to announce today we have launched Paperstac DartAI. And DartAI is a tool driven by artificial intelligence that's revolutionizing the way people buy and sell mortgage notes. I've got a video that I want you guys to watch, and it's going to tell a little bit about DartAI.
Introducing DartAI, Paperstac's new suite of artificial intelligence tools set to revolutionize your online mortgage note buying and selling experience. Today, we're thrilled to unveil 2 exciting features within Paperstac DartAI: Document Review and Co-Writer. Document Review can intelligently process and interpret your collateral files, streamlining data input, while also flagging potential entry errors during the closing process. Additionally, we're introducing our communication assistant, Co-Writer. Driven by DartAI, Co-Writer lends a helping hand in crafting flawless messages for your interactions with counterparties. Within a single click, it can enhance, correct, or fine-tune the tone and length of your messages, ensuring every communication is professional and impactful. Stay tuned for a range of exciting new DartAI products on the horizon, including advanced loan valuations and a pioneering predictions tool that promises to elevate your due diligence to new heights. Step into a new era of efficiency and professionalism in the mortgage note market. Discover the future with Paperstac DartAI. Learn more at paperstac.com/DART.
So that's DartAI, and really, it's a really cool tool, but what it is it's our commitment to keep Paperstac on the cutting edge of technology. It's our commitment to bring the technology of tomorrow to the investors of today. And so I'm really excited to announce that we're releasing our newest feature on DartAI next week, and it's the Paperstac Price Prediction. And what Paperstac Price Prediction is a powerful AI-driven tool that gives you real-time insights as to what the value of your loan actually is. Think Zestimate, but for the note industry. We do this by taking thousands of data from thousands of trades on our platform and combining it with current market conditions, interest rates, and comparing it with your loan to give you a prediction of what your actual note is worth. We feel like that is really the future, but we're not stopping there. Imagine a world where you've got a file on your computer, and in the file, the contents of it are the collateral file for maybe 10 loans. Payment histories, servicing notes, BPOs, O&Es. Imagine dragging and dropping that onto our platform, and DartAI analyzes it, it indexes it, it separates them into the proper loans, and then it allows you to ask it pointed questions, and it gives you meaningful responses. Questions like, has the borrower missed any payments? Did they ever suggest bankruptcy? Was deed in lieu ever mentioned? Are there any gaps in the assignment chain? Imagine being able to do that. That's what we think the future of note investing is. And so I want to leave you with some final thoughts, some final what ifs before we go. What if we keep embracing innovation and embracing the change that's going on in the note industry right now? What if we keep challenging the way things are done and not accepting them, but questioning them? What if we keep pushing the boundaries of technology? Look, the future for note investing has exciting capabilities, but it's up to us. It's up to us to keep dreaming, to keep challenging the status quo, and to keep asking that all-important question, what if? I want to thank you guys for coming on this journey with me, exploring the what ifs, and just realize that we can continue to transform this industry together. Thanks.